We still lost mad lives. So people are really valuing their times, even down to on some debauchery. Like, if this was the 1800s and Corona happened, we'd probably be on the brink of extinction.
Yeah.
It awakened the American people. They realized that they was trading their time for pennies.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can't really complain about life. All I can do is just focus on trying to ease up and get my cheese.
Me personally, like, you see my favorites in the background or whatever, so I definitely want to describe his music. It's just like a conscious rapper. It's not about shaking booties or grabbing tees or pushing peas. You got old bars. Give me some. Give me some. Okay, that's what I'm saying. So it's not about that. It's definitely more so like, I don't know. You definitely got to go check it out. I think it's on Apple Music, Spotify.
Yes, Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, Pandora, Amazon Music, Deezer, Audio Mac, wherever you can hear sound at, I'm there.
Okay,
Get up.
So we definitely gonna do a little thing. Who is your inspiration? Because I like, when I hear good artists, I automatically think like, who's their inspiration? So who is your inspiration?
My inspirations are all over the place, for real. It's like
Top 4.
Okay, you got Jay-Z, Wu-Tang Clan, Outkast, MF Doom.
Who the fuck is the last one?
MF Doom, he kind of like a legend on the underground type shit. He used to wear masks. He made beats. He was a dope MC. He passed away last year, actually.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
R.I.P. to the real niggas.
Yeah, rest in peace to Doom. Yeah. He used to, a lot of people heard MF Doom music and don't even know they heard his music because he used to do a lot of the commercial bumps on Adult Swim. Like a lot of those little beats and whatnot used to be Doom beats. So yeah.
We got a State Your Hoodie too. I've been asking for one for like the last 2 years, but he ain't getting one.
Nah, I'm gonna get you one.
Okay, that's what you
So this right here is Nightcap. It's my brand of rolling papers. It's my cigarette paper. I actually got a pack over in my jacket, but direct competitor to Raw. Alright, so it's a natural unbleached hemp paper. It's the only direct competitor to raw papers, you know what I'm saying? They burn slow. It started off as like a merchandise idea because everybody that fuck with my music get high.
I don't, but
yeah, she don't. But you know, for the most part, it's a large part of my demographic is potheads. So, you know, I was like, I'm gonna start, you know, selling papers at my shows. But as weed become more and more legal, it became like a second hustle, retirement plan-ish type thingy thing. So now we here. We just got a new packaging design. You know what I'm saying? We about to be working on getting in stores all year 2022. So y'all look out for you. You know what I'm saying? We got cones coming. We got
the one you can stuff.
Yeah, because you know people don't be knowing how to roll. So you gotta appeal to the lowest common denominator every now and again. So I'm gonna do that. I got some glow in the dark rolling trays, but they're gonna be super limited. So yeah.
Period. Not glow in the dark trays, the one like the cookie trays.
Yeah, you know what? No, it's not gonna be light up. It's gonna be glow in the dark. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Both of them still good though for when you in bed in the dark with your favorite TV show on.
And you trying to roll a blunt?
Yeah. Yes.
I'm dead. So you definitely gotta support him on all his endeavors. And definitely, if you see Nightcap rolling papers in store, go ahead and grab them and add him on Instagram at
Nightcap Brand.
Period. Okay. So with that being said, bitch, I hate hearing my own voice. It sound like But okay, so you guys, now you got to know a little bit of Sir Hop. Make sure you go add him on all music platforms and make sure you look for his rolling papers in all smoke shops, etc., whatever the case is. Hopefully I get a hoodie one day, but we never know about that. So we're going to get into the topic. So today we are going to discuss post-pandemic side effects. And I know like a lot of people, like when I first started out in the pandemic, maybe like 6 months into it, I'm like, this is great. Like, okay, I worked all my life, like 2 jobs, I get unemployment, great. I can sit at home, whatever the case was. But I didn't notice until like up this year, it honestly like changed me as a person. Do you feel like that?
Oh yeah, for sure. Because I have a different perspective about the way I go about life nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was a lot of things that we took for granted. There was a lot of things that we took for granted before the pandemic. You know what I'm saying? One of the things I miss, and this is very niche, you know what I'm saying? It's not going to apply to everybody, but I stay up the street from a 24-hour Chick-fil-A, or what used to be a 24-hour. Yeah.
That's gold in Atlanta, like a 24-hour Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Okay, go
so
ahead.
I get high as fuck, you feel me? And I go down there, and you can dine in. It was a dwarf house. It was the first standalone Chick-fil-A location. What? You know what I'm saying? It's historic. And
Where
it was,
is it
yeah,
at?
it's in Hateville.
You stay in Hateville?
I stay out Cleveland Ave.
I know where Cleveland Ave is.
Yeah, that's like an exit down. That's an exit down.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And like, I used to get high as fuck. I used to go in there. I used to get me a chicken and waffle. Yes, they had chicken and waffles with a hash brown. And I get me a cookies and cream milkshake.
Okay. I'm not enjoying Waffle House. I'll be getting like the little patty milk, like that.
Yeah. Hey, listen, I'm a Waffle House connoisseur myself. You know what I'm saying? We can talk about all that.
I don't know who that is. But so what did you feel like in the pandemic? Like when the pandemic first started, like how did you feel? Like, did you feel lucky? Was you getting more customers? Like how was everything?
So like when the pandemic first started, I had a job at this warehouse. I was working for Amway off of Jimmy Carter, not too far from here. Right?
It's the Atlanta native for me, but go ahead. Go ahead. On Jimmy Carter and shit. Go ahead.
So look, they tried me on some bullshit during the pandemic. And I cussed out the entire management.
Period. Well, as you should have.
They got security to escort me out. And the very next day, I made my entire week check doing what I do.
Look at God.
So, you know what I'm saying? Like, it really was a pandemic for me this entire time.
Okay, I'm fucking with it. Cause you know what? More so people at home, more so people need you. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? I was an essential worker. I was an essential worker.
Okay. Essential worker mind. Okay.
Nah, I was essential. I got these people through.
I think we actually hung out one time, like between the pandemic. He's like, "You've been calling me." You remember that?
Yeah. See, you see it?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We really squeezing this in, because once I get that punk,
okay.
I'm Tommy.
So I feel like when the pandemic first started, like I was at a job. I was working.
You was doing the thing. I remember.
We started working from home. And then, I don't know.
They gave y'all that whole setup. I remember that.
With the old one?
All I'm saying is there's no cap in her rap right now.
Period.
All I'm saying.
So, you know what I'm saying? We was working from home and I just felt like, this is tiring. And I'm not making no money off this, mind you. It takes hours to upload this shit, so just be aware. But at the end of the day, like, my ex-coworkers, they used to be like, oh, you talk so much. Like, they just want me to talk to them. Because I be feeling like people trying to get to know me so they can, like fuck with me. Not fuck with me in a good way, fuck with me in a bad way. Like, they always have some perception in their head of me and I don't like it. So I don't get close to people because of that. But I just feel like they was trying to get to know me so they can, like, tear me down. I don't fucking know. It's in my head. I'm a Taurus. So at the end of the day, so yeah, so I was working that job and then like they started hitting me up because everybody was working from home at that point or had no job. So they told me like, why don't you start a YouTube channel, or whatever the case is. So the good that came out of this was this, but at the end of the day, when I look like towards like interacting with people, I definitely slowed down. I don't like talking to people. I gotta be drunk to talk to people, like, and to hold a conversation, because I really don't give a fuck about nothing they're talking about. Like, that's sad, but it's just the truth. Why you looking at me like that?
No, I'm just listening to you speak. And like, it formulated my response, really.
Okay.
Because
see,
like, in contrast for me, 2021 was one of the most social years I ever had in my life.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Like,
oh my God.
When I seen you, and last time I hung out with you, I probably had like 1,800 followers on Instagram. Right now I got like 2,100.
Oh,
like,
they come up be so real.
And it's just for just being like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, Atlanta didn't shut down, so we was really outside.
Yeah,
like,
no, for real. I said it never shut down here.
The fact that I only caught COVID once with as much time I spent outside. It was like right after 4th of July. I know where I caught COVID at too.
Where you caught COVID?
I caught COVID at Blue Lagoon. 4th of July weekend. I caught COVID right in there.
Okay. Right in there. Here's the Atlanta accent for me. But I be killing people on accents. I love accents, don't get me wrong. I love everybody's accent, but it just be funny to me, so I don't take it personally.
And you know what's funny? I be code switching like a motherfucker. So like, if you hear my accent, that means I really fuck with you.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah.
But so I felt like I was like, it was getting tired, and I was literally sitting over there. Sorry, I was literally sitting over there with like the couch with the 2 things and the 2 little computer screens, and like I was literally sitting on like a little floor cushion, and I felt like when I got I said it. So when I felt like when I got to interact with people, I don't want to no more, honestly. Yeah. And that's so fucked up. Like, it's so fucked up. So I want to like interact with people, because I don't really know how no more. I used to be forced to do the shit every day. And I had 2 jobs before the pandemic or whatever the case was. And I was like interacting with people. It was all cool with me. Now I don't give a fuck. Like, if I want to talk to you, if you got a little bad aura, I'm not fucking with you. Like, I'm just not.
Yeah, that is one thing I will say. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this pandemic brought out less time for the bullshit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people just ain't accepting anything. You're not finna treat them any kind of way.
Period.
You're not finna talk to them crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, niggas is out here dying. Niggas is out here going through hard times. It's real out here. Like, you need to come correct. And it just is what it is.
Or don't come at all.
Or don't come at all.
You got what I'm saying? It's alright.
Hey.
He just almost broke my nail, but it's okay. But no. Oh, Jesus. This is my nail for me, but no, it's okay. You strong.
I'm not bad.
It's okay. But what was your like mid-pandemic effects that you would say? Like, how did you feel? Like, now that it's starting, we know you was making money. Like, 'cause everybody's at home. The liquor stores, the grocery stores, the only thing open, right? So, give or take, that might have been good for you, though.
Honestly, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, oddly, for all my friends, and like, they not even in the same industry as me, if you will. But like, they've been prospering too. You know what I'm saying? My homie and his wife, they was able to travel for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had a homie, he was able to get a car. You know, fucking with the unemployment shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Let's not.
There was a lot of positivity that happened throughout this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, for the people that was able to really lock in and do what they needed to do, handle their business.
And we gonna say the unstated. A lot of people was getting paid more on unemployment than on these jobs.
And that's another thing too. Like, it awakened the American people. They realized that they was trading their time for pennies. You know what I'm saying? It's a worker shortage. What they call it a worker shortage, but it's really a strike. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
because then nobody want to work for you.
Yeah, these companies don't want to pay livable wages.
Yeah.
These companies want to, you know what I'm saying, skimp on their employees, but ramp up on their production. And people not going for it nowadays.
Yeah.
People not going for it, and that's one of the most beautiful things going on in America.
And it is, because at the end of the day, you gotta look at like the statistics. Like most people who work in these factories or whatever the case is, Mexicans and black people. Mm-hmm. So even if we start our own business, of course, we don't give a fuck about your company. We don't care that you need workers. We don't at the end of the day, because you was paying us. We can go do a job for $200-300, and you would pay us $11 an hour. Like, bitch, I'm not doing that no more. Are you crazy? Like, no. That's just the simplicity of it at the end of the day. Like, no. You definitely gotta make sure, even if to the people who start their own businesses, make sure your workers and everything is happy at the end of the day. You never want somebody going against you or trying to, I'm saying if they feel like they path is like in the same path as you're going, great, okay, God's with them, God's with you, so it doesn't matter. But when it comes to like treating people unfair, and then you get mad when they get a better opportunity, like I think the world really realized like you can literally work for yourself and make more. That's why everybody's having such a job shortage or whatever the case is. But I mean, most of the time it's our people, so I can't be too mad. I'm not
can't be too mad at that.
I can't be too mad.
Yeah, exactly. And it's wild because like when you think about humanity over the course of time, everybody used to work for themselves. They, you know, everybody in a farm, they had one product that was, you know, pretty good at growing. They would take it to the market and they would fucking sell it. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't until the industrial era.
I said peaches.
Cause we here in Georgia, you know what I'm saying?
Peaches.
Like we gotta I got a peach tree in my backyard.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Can you bring me some?
I would love to, but the squirrels and insects be fucking them up.
Can you put a net around them or something?
I never thought of that.
You get what I'm saying? What am I here for?
Hey, see,
bring me some fruit, period.
How many of us have them?
Period.
Friends. The ones you can depend on. Anyway, but back to the pandemic talk, you know what I'm saying? I think a lot of people have started really valuing their time once they seen how short and how quickly this shit can end. Yeah. On a mass scale. You know what I'm saying? Like if this was the 1800s and Corona happened, we'd probably be on the brink of extinction. Yeah. Real shit. But you know what I'm saying? It happened 2020. We on the whatever, and we still lost mad lives. So people are really valuing their times, even down to on some debauchery. Like, you know what I'm saying? Folks is like, shit, do you want to fuck or do you want to fuck? Like, what it is.
Sir, I'm scared.
Right.
I'm scared.
You know what I'm saying? But just, you know, people just aren't wasting time on all departments.
Yeah, I get that for sure.
The only
that's
thing that
terrible,
I dislike,
but that's a whole other topic that I will go into. But yeah.
The only thing that I dislike is that on a general basis, customer service has gone to shit just across the board.
Yeah. I went to Rally's the other day. They said, "What you want?" I was like, "Whoa, child, child, listen, nothing now." Like, what the fuck? Why was she so rude to me? I ain't gonna lie. I used to work at Rally's when I used to work at Rally's and JCPenney's together during like the season or whatever. But I mean, I was never that rude. But people just be rude as fuck at their jobs. They know they're not gonna get fired at the end of the day. That's so fucked up.
Look, I took my Beamer to get service. I'm in Smyrna. I with white folks, and this nigga and this bitch just cussing. He like, yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? This pandemic shit. Excuse me. Like, I'm just like, damn, bro. Like, professionalism out the window. But at the end of the day, I understand the sentiment because it's like, all the shit that has happened since this Corona shit, even like on political scales, people have been staging coups and presidents have been getting assassinated. It's just like people ain't even, the government, the system ain't even hiding it no more. It's like, yeah, we out here. We doing it. Y'all can't do shit about it. We here, bruh.
It's more so like just like a publicity, man. Like, it don't matter if, like, I was thinking about this the other day, like, even if you're a good artist like her, or Janae, or Normani, like, you barely get recognized until you put your business out there. I just wonder where that come from. That come from bored ass people. Cause honestly, okay, that's a whole different topic. We're not gonna get into that. But
right, cause I got opinions.
Yeah, for facts. So so after the pandemic, like, how are you handling that? Like, what do you feel like is different, like pre, post, and after?
Truthfully, since I live in Atlanta, life really hadn't changed too much. You know what I'm saying? It's just like first world problems. I'm not even gonna hold you. I can't call in or order the Waffle House at 2 in the morning. I got to pull up the Waffle House, put my order in person, and wait.
I want a bacon patty meal at this point. A sausage, yeah. I don't know what the fuck you call it. I know when I see it, but I want one. But yeah, I get what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? It's shit like that. It's like, you know what I mean. If I take my car to get service, will they be able to get a part in a reasonable time?
Yeah. Everything over China is like a month or two, something like that. So.
I'm not even sure, truth be told, but you know, it's just shit like that. Any really things that deal with logistics and convenience.
Yeah, facts.
But other than that, you know what I mean, I can't really complain about life. All I can do is just focus on trying to ease up and get my cheese up.
Period. That's it. Make yourself
you know
happy.
What I mean?
I feel like
not even necessarily making myself happy, but putting myself in a position that if, you know what I mean, tragedy strikes amongst my family, we can take care of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We won't be trying to figure out, because at the end of the day, like we in a time in history where you got to be strategic about what you got going on. You know what I mean? Like, all them people that got the PPP and all that shit, and they fucked it over.
Bitch.
That was amateur night.
I'm mad. I'm upset.
That was amateur night.
Bitch, you got 40 bands just to
they didn't think about their mama. They didn't think about their auntie and none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm really focusing on, putting myself in a position that, like, when by the time my family need me, I can actually do something about it.
And you get what? You know what I'm saying? That's why God gonna bless you. Because you know how you think you're selfless right now. That's how you always supposed to think. Selfish sometimes when it comes to the basics, but future, definitely selfless.
Yeah, because the thing is, it's like, at the end of the day, like, I can't even cap. Like, I wouldn't be who I am or where I'm at if it wasn't for my family being the people that they are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it get to a certain point, like I'm 30, like it get to a certain point in your life where you have to not even pay it back, but pay it forward. My birthday was in June. I turned,
so
I just turned 30. Yeah, June 24th.
Oh my God. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So,
okay.
So it's like, you know what I mean? I'm thinking about that shit. You know what I mean? Like, shit, this is probably like one of the first years that, like, and then the fact that I'm able to get money when a lot of people are struggling.
Yeah.
Like, you can't squander an opportunity like that.
Yeah.
You gotta put that shit up, or at least spend it in ways that's gonna return you more money.
For sure. And definitely, because if you don't look out for your people, God don't look out for you. Some people, I heard a little saying, it was like, when you chase money, money runs away from you. When you let money come to you, it's different. So
that's true. But see, the way I'm even looking at it is like, man, my people's was like my flashlight when I couldn't see shit. So it's like, huh?
2 minutes.
Oh, we got 10 minutes.
2 minutes.
2? Oh, shit.
Yeah. So, I swear to God, so we can just, I try to keep it a little bit shorter. So definitely, like, I feel like the pandemic has definitely made me a little bit more, you know, a little bit more distance to people, and I hope it will change. Like, me going back into the world and working out. But my opinion is definitely opposite of what he experienced. He definitely experienced more like interpersonal skills with people, and he felt like, you know what I'm saying? How'd you feel? Don't let me tell him.
Oh no, you nailing it on the head for real. For real. It's a lot of interpersonal skill building, a lot of relationship building.
Through the pandemic, though.
Yeah, you know,
Definitely
through the pandemic, you know what I'm saying? Again, not a pandemic, but a bandemic.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I gotta go in the other pocket.
Goddamn, give me a 10 or something.
The other pocket, off air.
I'm just like, he's grown through the pandemic, so I feel like some people, but we can also look at it as like people with their own businesses versus people who work for people. You get what I'm saying? So people who work for people who feel like more closed in, and I hear a lot of that. Like most people who have their own businesses, they kind of like blossom through. I get so drunk. I be forgetting my words. They kind of like blossom through the pandemic, so that's definitely great, especially if you're a Black entrepreneur, and that's all that matters. You're gonna give the snaps. Period.
Poetic.
Okay?
Poetic.
So we're gonna go ahead and wrap up this episode. Thank you for. Bitch, I can't even talk.
Tell him what you guys are
Okay, thank you for tuning in to another episode. We definitely have Sir Hop with us. Go ahead and state your Instagram and stuff like that.
Again, it's Sir, the letter X, Hop. Thank you so much for having me on your podcast. It's been super fun.
Thank you. We're definitely gonna do more. Cause he's so like one of those people that the reason why I connect with him is like he's so much smarter than me. You know who people who's so smart with their words and I'm so terrible with my words and he's so good with his words. Like definitely like try to connect with people who have something better than you. You get what I'm saying? And even though he feel like it's nothing, but I feel like his conversation and his words like. Yes, I got his conversation, his words, and the way he gets his point across is so much easier than I do. So that's one thing I like about him. Also, it's his music, because he's not one of those. Sorry, I don't want to say I love your hometown. I'm living here. I'm vibing here.
Go ahead, dude.
Niggas be trading in Atlanta. His music is very calming. Gives you an explanation at the end of the day. So I definitely feel like you should go check out his music on all platforms at Sir Hop. Where's it backwards?
No, Sir Hop.
Okay, at Sir Hop. And this is what we went through for the pandemic. So I felt alone and I lost my people skills. I lost everything. He feel like he gained it. So at the end of the day, I'm gonna hope at the end of the day like you are on the gaining side versus like the losing side. But go ahead and comment down below like how you feel about the pandemic and how it made you feel. And thank you for coming on here, because he actually just came over to chill, but then he actually hopped on, so I'm proud of that.
Yeah, no problem.
Period. Shout out to him. I'm definitely gonna look for my hoodie. I've been looking for this hoodie forever, and definitely like be prepared when his like nightcap brand hit all the little tobacco stores. You're gonna get like a nice little, we're gonna show a little clip of it, but it's gonna be lit. So at the end of the day, go ahead and support the Black man, the first Black man I know in the tobacco stores. Go ahead and do that. Thank you guys for tuning in. I don't know what you expected to learn out of this. We all feel our type of ways after the pandemic. I feel like we're gonna have to bounce back because they not closing us back down. They not giving us no more fucking unemployment, PPP, EDD, what else was there?
No more stimmies.
No, nothing. They're not giving us nothing. So go ahead and just support the people you can support. So if you do wrap rolling papers and stuff, but go ahead and go on his website and get you some rolling papers. At least you know it's coming from Spy Black. Y'all always say pro-Black or whatever. Let's see what you're about. Support Black women / men. That's what we're gonna say over here on the arcade. These niggas. Okay. So thank you guys for tuning in, and make sure you like and subscribe to this video and leave any comments down below to where you feel like anything we should discuss. And make sure you guys go at me on Instagram. My Instagram handle is Kia the Kia. Okay, I think that's just it. Okay, go ahead and have me on Instagram at Kia the Kia, and his Instagram is
Sir X Hop.
Period. And make sure you guys come out there.